Hello, this is Trevor from Adreno Brisbane, and today we're going to be going through how to make a muzzle bungee. Now, a lot of you may never need to do this, as it's a lot easier just to come into the shop and buy one already made. Yes, very nice. Nice and cheap. Cheaper than the time you'll actually spend making one. So this is what you'll end up with eventually by the time we're done. And to build this, you will need a length of hand spear rubber or 10mm rubber. You will need some Dyneema, and you'll need some constrictor cord, and knots and lighters and scissors and all the other bits and pieces, but the main bits are these ones here. So what you're first going to do is stretch out your Dyneema and tie a simple knot in the end. So the easiest way is to loop it over itself, then back around and through. It's a very simple knot, if anything too simple, but it does the job quite well. You will then end up with a nice lump to use, and when you tie your constrictor knot around the front of that lump, it won't be able to pull back through. So, next part. With the long slender end, you have to feed it all the way through the rubber. And then pull all of your cord through. When you get up to that section where it's got two bits, just feed that in, because that will give you a bit more strength at the end for, well, resistance, and so that it doesn't cut. Then you're going to slowly pull it so that the knot goes into the rubber and you get it enough past so that you can tie your constrictor knot. So you can see the lump there. You're going to want to tie a constrictor knot in front of that. Now, I don't know if you've seen a constrictor knot before, so I'll quickly run through that as well. The simplest way, run it over the top, then put your thumb there. Go back around so it's on the right hand side of the rope as it comes in. Then you're going to cross over itself on top, so the next time you come underneath, it's on the left hand side of the knot. Then you're going to come back through underneath itself, so you can see that there. Then pull that nice and tight. When pulling it tight, you want to make sure it stays in front of that lump, and you want to make sure the two bits of cord stay parallel. Once you've got that knot tied, cut it off and burn the ends back so that it is less inclined to come undone. Okay, the next step. So that your rubber has stretch and isn't too weak internally, you're going to pull your excess amount of cord through the rubber by holding that end and stretching the rubber over the cord, then pinching down and pulling it in. So I'll just show you before I tie the knot at our desired length to work out what length to make it. So you hold the end, hold the cord, and keep pulling and extending that rubber. And as I do that, the white cord is going into that rubber. When you have it as stretched out as you can, pinch the end of that cord and let it come back. Now you have all of that cord for that length inside that rubber, so that when it stretches, it's still very stretchy, but if it ever breaks, that cord will automatically take the strain and you won't lose your fish. Once you work out how much length you want inside, simply cut your excess cord to your design length with enough to get your knot, then tie your knot. Same knot as the other end. Okay, once you have your knot tied for the other end, same thing as before, pull it all the way in, get it so that both ends of the knot, both ends of the loop are in the rubber. So you can see now why it's much easier just to buy one for like $8 or even less sometimes than to spend the 10-15 minutes making one. Okay, and again, you want to pull that all the way so that it's inside the rubber. And repeat. Go along, tie your constrictor knot. The thinner the material, the more the constrictor knot will want to separate. If it's a little bit separated, it's not the end of the world, but the closer you can keep it to itself, the better. And then again, burn off the excess. Then when you pull on those two tabs, it can't come back past that knot. which then gives you one slightly less attractive muzzle bungee. So if that ever does break, the cord on the inside will stop it going past that maximum stretch potential. And there you have it. 10 or so minute loss of your life that you can easily get back by just buying a muzzle bungee. Sweating. See how much more effort it is than just buying one? Much easier to come in and get one. You know you want to. Okay. Thank you for watching, and we'll get you next time.